Oh shit, I would have never got that. Alright, go guys. What's up everybody? So we're gonna be showcasing how to win against the Kindred jungle matchup as Kayn. Now as you can probably imagine, we're gonna be going blue Kayn.
You're just a tool.
So they have Kai'Sa, Kindred, and they also do have an Akali and a Kasten and an Alistar. So technically, if we wanted to, we could go red Kayn this game. We could technically go whatever form we get first. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as the game progresses. But right now, we're going to look to do a full clear. Now, the thing about Kindred's actually one of the most invade-heavy junglers in the game. So this Kindred's definitely gonna want to look to invade me. So what I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to go into their jungle early on, and since they don't have a lot of CC with their mid and top here, we could look to go slam maybe an early Raptor ward, and then we can what am I call it? Go over the wall. So I think doing a top to bot full clear wouldn't be a horrible idea, especially with that Raptor ward. You farm a lot faster than Kindred, but you just have to make sure that you don't fight her early on. You have to play to outscale her, 100%. Scary. Alright. Alright, so we're just gonna start our blue and we're just gonna do a top to bot full clear. Doing a top to bot full clear could be a little bit dangerous because you're up against a Kindred, but if you can slam that early Raptor ward, you will be fine. You don't have to worry about getting invaded. Alright, so now we're gonna make this camp over here. Alrighty, tidy. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
To rule the universe.
And now we should be able to get the wolvies. Watch out. So enemy jung we see pathing down here. And you can see that she's doing a top to bot full clear, so we have absolutely zero to fear in getting invaded. Because if she wants to invade my red, I have my smite saved and I can also kite it out. I'll kind of show you what you look to do if you think that they're going to invade your bot side. Because sometimes they'll invade your bot side after you're done with your first 4 camps. They'll do like a late invade is what I call it. And what you do is you just start the camp and you kite it out all the way towards the edge as far as you can. Obviously while queuing the wall to maximize your clear speed. Maximum efficiency. So we actually see her, so we don't really have to worry, but you want to kite it out. And if you're very cautious that they might invade you, you could put a ward there, and then you don't really have to worry about them jumping over the wall because you could drag it out. Also, you have smite save too. What champs are you okay to fight early? Honestly, none. You should not path to fight champ early game as Kayn. You could path to gank early, but you shouldn't path to 1v1 or anyone early. You could look to like invade, I guess, some champs like a Zyra or Karthus in their jungle if they don't have like any sort of offensive summoner spell, like any ignite or exhaust. Sometimes you could look to early invade, but invading is kind of a 50-50 playstyle. I wouldn't really recommend people do it consistently.
Really?
I think full clearing a lot of the time is just the best thing you can do because it's the most consistent. It'll help you become a better player. Alright, so we're gonna ping out that. She's definitely gonna want to go for that scuttle because it's her mark. So usually you're gonna do like a top to bot full clear reset and then go play for top scuttle. That's usually what I do unless there's like a gank opportunity bot, which there wasn't, so. And this is a significantly like a moderately sized wave. You can honestly probably just look for this if I walk into that bush, I'm just gonna get hard traded here. I'll just help him shove the wave, I guess. That's fine. So Kindred was down there for a good couple seconds, right? I'll slam some deep vision. The camp's gonna spawn soon. This is really greedy to look for this invade, but because I have smite, I'm gonna look for a little bit of a greedy play. But she's not gonna be here right as the camp spawns. She's gonna come a little bit late. And what I could do is I could save my smite and queue the entire camp. And then I can go to my top side. So this is a really good punish if you think the enemy jungler, or if the enemy jungler shows bot and looks for a gank. This is why clearing your camps on spawn and being at them right as they spawn is so important. Because look, I have full vision set up on her, and now I'm gonna wind up getting an XP advantage. Because of that one invade, I will get an XP advantage. You can see she even used her Q and W, so that's gonna slow down her second camp clear as well. But she's gonna run straight there. And I will tell you one thing, you need to be very active with your pings if you're gonna invade the enemy jungle, because the second you invade the enemy jungle, they're not gonna look to farm camps the rest of the game. They're either gonna look to A, invade you, or B, spam gangs. They're not gonna just farm when they're behind NCS. They're gonna have some form of reaction. So, with that being said, let's go from wolves to my raptors. Now, sometimes if I'm very cautious that they're gonna invade my raptors immediately, I'll just run straight there instead of doing my wolves, but the thing is, if she ran straight to my raptors, I do have mid prio, so I'm watching the lanes to make sure where I do and don't have prio. So if I didn't have prio, I would have ran straight to the raptors. But I do, and what prio means is basically my mid laner had the wave shove, and she had the ability to move before the enemy mid laner could. Also ridiculously close to 6, so around 5 minutes, 30 seconds is when the solo laners are around 6. So ridiculously close to 6, which means that if there was a play there, she was that close to being 6, and we could have made a play easy. So, Kindred went to my jungle. Wait, what the hell? I know Kindred's gotta be here. And we're just gonna use our ulti. We're gonna stall. So, one of the best attributes of Kayn's kit is your ability to stall. So, now there should be a Ahri going in, and she should be able to help us with the Kindred, and I can follow up. They still have some HP here. Okay, we can also look for this play. We're gonna wait for our E so we can use it all the way through. And that's how you get a couple kills there. Now we're gonna make sure this wave shoves in here as well. Unfortunately, Mel died. Make sure the wave shoves, and then it'll crash into the, oh, darn it. Ah, dang it. All-Star. Yell the wave. I'll come back bot, but yeah, I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Where'd he come from? He just appeared out of nowhere. I'll go back bot lane to help that out, so don't worry. I'll definitely go back there at some point. Alright, now we're gonna get Yumus. Okay, and we're gonna go for the Scuttle here. So, Yumus is always gonna be the first item you're gonna get into Kindred every single time you're playing this matchup, trust me. You wanna have that high mobility. So, we wanna play this a little bit slow off our Ahri here, wait till she's in position. I can look for a W, get the slow off there. She went for a good charm on the Kindred. Unfortunately, it didn't land, but it's fine. That's fine. And, we did some good rotation there from our team. Harold to save my camp. I got really lucky that my Shaco moved there. That was really, really good by him. Oh, you know what? I totally should have walked into their jungle and invaded them. Yeah, Shaco had the right idea. Damn, I wasn't even thinking about that. The Shaco was so good. I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay.
Ally has been slain.
So there's not really a play there, and there's not really a play anywhere else. So we're just gonna go to my jungle. If we can get some vision on this, she knows I'm taking her top side, so she's gonna want to take my bot side. Nice. Wow. We have a really good support this game, guys. Wow. Yeah, she's gonna want to go for that mark, 100%. So ideally, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we get some vision on this. If she doesn't invade my bot side, and I can get her top side and the top side objective, I'll guarantee this game's over. I will 100% guarantee this game is over. Because the thing about Kindred matchup, a lot of jungle matchups is you just need to get ahead of them, and second you get ahead of them, you will win the game. Get ahead of them, get your form, you will win the game. And I'll show you kind of the flawless mid game that you need to have, because it's really easy. It's very easy in my opinion. So we're playing a high tempo game. I didn't get my bot side invaded, which is insane, right? Okay. So because I didn't get my bot side invaded, I'll do another sub bet with the boys. So Twitch chat, if I lose this game, I'll give 7 subs. If you want a chance to win a free sub, just type 7 in the chat. I'm super confident that I could win this game, even though I know they scale pretty well, and even though I know there's a lot of room for error. This game barely just started, but because I'm so ahead of Kindred this early on, I think it's pretty free. Kindred definitely is a bit of a tough matchup because of her ulti, but I'll kind of show you how to counter her ulti. A lot of it comes from your pathing, because you can farm faster than her. Oh, see, that's not good.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, because Kindred still has ulti, so she's able to make a play over me here. So Shaco can hold the wave. Right? And then they have TP as well. They overstay. Should be fine. I can go for the dragon if I wanted. If you guys are probably wondering why did I only go for 2 grubs instead of 3, it's because when you're playing a higher tempo game, you really just get the 2 grubs for the feats of strength stacks and just leave the last one there. It's all for tempo. Okay, so look at Kindred. Right now, I have a pretty free dragon, you would say, right? Or I could look to go into the Kindred's top side, take her Raptors, and fight her. So a lot of my game plan into Kindred is actually taking the issues head on. Oh, but we see Alistar here, so they actually do have first rotation. Which way does she walk? Walks that way, okay. A little bit of a safer routing, I would say. I'm gonna slow this guy. Gotta bait this guy in here, because I don't have my Shaco. Get the stack. Oh, just back up. We got an ulti. Orbs and an ulti is fine. So I actually did mention I could go Lethality Red this game, right? Here's the fun part about Kayn, and you guys are gonna notice that I can go whatever form I get first, right? That's one of my favorite things about this champion. That's probably one of my... You guys will love that. Because it makes the champion so easy to understand and so versatile as well. Right here, look at Kindred's items. I have a full item, she doesn't. I'm gonna look to ult me for sure. I'm gonna use my ulti as well. I'm gonna say it as long as I can, and we're gonna... Ah! We don't get any kills, that's really bad. Wow, we got no kills, that's so sad. I should have just flashed away. I know I should have, but I was honestly trying to make a play. Well, I did promise you guys I can go whatever form I get first. I don't want to be seen as a liar. Now, I always recommend always getting your boots after your first item. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, because I'm red Kayn. Normally, I would never buy my tier 2 boots if I'm playing blue Kayn and I have Yumu's. But because I'm playing red Kayn and I have Yumu's, I still want that extra mobility, so I'm gonna get Ione boots. And now we're just gonna do blue Kayn items on red Kayn. And you're probably wondering, does this work into this matchup, or does this work at all? Well, we'll let the gameplay show you if it works or not. We'll let the gameplay speak for itself on this one. But I'm not too worried into their team comp. Kindred doesn't have ulti for around 2 minutes, so playing around her ult CD is step number 1 on how to counter Kindred. Usually you want to save your ulti for her ulti, but I ulted early last fight because of Cass jumping on me before my team moved. I thought because we had more people and Alistar got forced off without his ulti, my team would help me. But, you know, sometimes your team isn't gonna always, like, play perfectly with you, right? It is solo queue, you have to factor in that there's a lot of solo aspect, right? So it looks like they're going for the dragon. The reason why I went for the topside play here instead of the dragon is because I'm waiting for my ult to come back up before I fight. Usually as Kayn, I like to have my ult up if I'm ever gonna fight. And because I have so much mobility, I can move around the map and take so many camps. And stacking golden XP is way more valuable than just stacking objectives. If you have more golden XP, you're gonna win the future objective fights. That objective means more to them than it does for me, because I could just get a kill and get an invade, and all they got was, you know, dragon. Need her to... Okay, see? This guy shouldn't have his ulti here. Alright. I could also look for camps here. Don't think I'm gonna find them. So I still have my ult, so I'm like HP baiting right now. Now, a lot of you are probably gonna question why am I going Serpents? They don't really have any shields. Well, the 2 most important targets for me to kill, aside from the Kindred obviously, they both have shields, so I actually do find it to be very important. Yeah, that's what I meant by I'm ult baiting. So, the 2 targets that I'm gonna need to kill besides Kindred is Kasten and Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa has our ult shield and barrier. Kasten has Seraphs that he's building. So Serpents is gonna be insanely good here. A lot of you that are probably curious, just maybe not even K-mains, but just people that are watching. If you're curious why does Kayn do so much damage with this kind of itemization, it's because you have percent HP damage ratios. So that on top of lethality and then on top of armor pen is about as close as true damage as you can get because you have the percent HP damage, so they can't stack, you know, HP into you, and then they can't stack armor because you have armor pen and lethality just going through that. So yeah, it's really broken. It's really broken building like this on red Kayn. If you're wondering if you should do this every game, no, because the trade-off between red and blue is more mobility. So blue can make these plays a lot faster, but I didn't want to wait the 4 minutes because I got the wrong form this game. So it was out of convenience sake. You wouldn't normally do this, but if you do it, it's not bad. It's what I'm getting at. I'll ping this out. Make sure that we're careful here. So I have Yumu's here, so if there's anything that's going on, I can run immediately. I one-shot that camp real quick and just keep moving. So notice I'm looking to be around on the map while also farming camps. I'm not just like looking. I'm farming, looking. And right now, if she goes to her blue, I can maybe look to get her ulti. A good CD. See, if I can get that damage off. Nice. Didn't want to overforce that at all. But I got Kindred's HP pretty low there. Able to just back up. I could have queued forward and like baited her ulti, but I didn't want to like get caught out with her with any slows like casting her or something. I mean, I probably could actually. I played that like a wuss. So next objective is not bad, but we could just get the tower. We just forced this tower, so I'm actually gonna bonk it with the Mel, because then we get the feat. And Itemization Feats of Strength is the strongest feats of strength you can get. No! I'm autopilot too hard.
Not here, not yet.
Not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, fancy feat. Not bad.
An enemy has been slain.
But Kindred doesn't have ult once again. But yeah, see, a lot of the way that I look to win this matchup is playing through ult CD and playing to out farm her, because I can obviously farm a lot faster and a lot more than a Kindred can. So those are like the two big things you're looking towards. We're essentially just gonna get top scuttle for the mark and then back off the objective. So what we should do right now is actually ignore this objective and just go start playing for the dragon and set up vision for the dragon. The dragons obviously are more valuable. Towards this portion of the game, they can't fight us. So for the next 2 minutes, they basically can't secure any fights or objectives because Kindred has no ulti, so it's pretty easy for us, I would say. Yeah. Also have Garen here, which is good.
We have always known it.
He's right there. Alright. We would probably just start it. No point to like delay this. You do it really quick because you have percent HP damage on your abilities. Okay, I kind of want my Shaco to walk up here so I could check on myself. Nice. You actually let me finish the ulti there. Wow, I should not have lived there. Whoa, whoa, I should not have lived there. Oh my goodness, I should not have lived there. Wow, God, that was insane. That was intense. Definitely clenched. I was fully clenched right there. Holy crap, that was a clencher. Wow. All right, let's get the dragon. So I want to make sure that we're getting what we came here for. So next fight, Kindred's gonna have her ulti, but as you can see, we were able to win that fight pretty hard by her having no ulti. Also, my team just played it really well. I mean, that was just a great job by the team. Garen letting me finish my ulti, like they actually played as good as they could with me, and it was perfect. Everything went perfect. All right, so now we get Grudge, and next item. Oh, if we wanted to, we can get Shojin, we can get Edge of Night. Probably Shojin. I think Shojin's really good here. Shojin, upgrade my boots, and then last time, probably get GA. Oh, Firebolt's got the clip. I gotta add you as a regular, my boy. I gotta add you as a regular. Alright, we can look to get this objective. Not bad. And then we could look to play for the Otacon next. Get Rift, and then look for the Otacon. Not a bad idea. So believe it or not, casting doesn't outscale with Valley Red Kayn at all. You're actually going to destroy this guy all game. I'm not going to jump off the objective here to help because it's so close to being done. Might as well just finish it. They're all low, so we just set up vision in their jungle and we can go path towards the Otacon. You want to play it smart. Got her. A little bit tankier than people assume you to be as well when you go Lethality Red King, because you heal based off of your damage dealt. So if you're dealing a lot of damage, you're healing a lot. So that's pretty beautiful. That guy definitely had the footwork on me though. He was juking me out. I'm actually gonna just walk up and onto the tower here. Don't need a greed. Don't need a greed. We got the tower. Got a lot of gold there. Now, I actually want to wait until I reset here to go for the Otacon. And actually no, they're kind of out of position. We just get the objective right now. Yeah. We have 2 mid, Kindred top side, so yeah, that should be free. Free objective, why not? Who doesn't like a free objective, guys? I like free objectives. Let's go Shojin. Good Tumbler and a Ruby. Not bad. Get some HP. She got 1 mark. It is what it is. Let's see. 3, 2. Bye-bye. So you can see the Serpent's already just broke through his shield entirely. His Serpent's, or his Seraph's just got completely nuked. It didn't even shield anything because it just got 1 shot. This itemization so fun. Oh, I got her flash. Sweet. And Nib's not bad, and we can go for bot Nib here next. You always want to make sure you're getting multiple inhibs. If you're just like pushing 1 lane and 1 inhib, you're gonna make games last for years and years and years. Yeah, 1 inhib, immediately start thinking about the next inhib you can get. Make sure you don't overstay the map too, though. Try to bait it to go in on me without actually like letting her hit all my damage. Oh boy, am I dead. Gotcha. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I got Kindred ulti. Got a kill, got out. I'd say that's pretty worth. I gotta invade again too. So a lot of what you're looking to do is just always invading whenever you're ahead. And then always making sure you're getting the objectives. So right here, I don't need a reset for the objective because half of them aren't even gonna be alive by the time it spawns. And I can finish it before they get here anyway. I also have tier 3 smite, so you know, it's a lot of damage for it. And if worst case scenario, and they all ran straight here, I can just get off and give it to them. Alright. I'll get red, and honestly we're not gonna farm too many camps. We're just gonna get red, reset, go for blue, and then we're gonna fight the objective. So I said this last game, but I'll probably say it again. Whenever you're at 5 out of 6 items, it's actually not smart to buy any basic items. You just want to buy only epic components from that point onward. And if you don't have any gold for epic components or legendary items, then you just buy control wards. So when you're at 5 out of 6 items, always save your 6 slot for control wards unless you have an epic or greater item. So I don't want to farm all my camps, but the fun thing about Kayn is that you actually can farm all camps at the same time. So I can just do that while I do that, while I do this. So don't waste your time farming every single camp individually. When you're at this late into the game, you know, farm them same time. That's how you maintain your leverage against these matchups. Oh, half my HP. If you're wondering why I'm allowing myself to lose that much HP, it's because I have red buff and I also have my ulti. If anything, it just kind of baits them into like being more silly. Nice. I saw it with my third eye. Nice. Okay, that flash was hella cosmetic. Actually, yeah, they're right. We just end the game. You're totally right. I guess I was having so much fun. I want to keep playing it. What can I say? So, this was a game I fully intended on going blue Kayn. But because I got my red form first, I decided let's just play blue Kayn like you would red Kayn. Or red Kayn like you would blue Kayn. And we make it work. And we win. GG's. Hope you boys enjoyed.